Gravitation is not responsible for people falling in love. But when you fall in love, it is impossible to stand again. When you are courting a nice girl, an hour seems like a second. When you sit on a red-hot cinder, a second seems like an hour. That's relativity. The woman who follows the crowd will usually go no further than the crowd. The woman who walks alone is likely to find herself in places no one has ever been before. I have no special talents. I am only passionately curious. If I were not a physicist, I would probably be a musician. I often think in music. I live my daydreams in music. I see my life in terms of music. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. We all know that light travels faster than sound. That's why certain people appear bright until you hear them speak. We cannot solve our problems with the same level of thinking that created them. A man should look for what is, and not for what he thinks should be. The only source of knowledge is experience. Past is dead. Future is uncertain. Present is all you have. So eat, drink and live merry. Student is not a container you have to fill, but a torch you have to light up. The world, as we have created, it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university. The hardest thing in the world to understand is the income tax. Common sense is the collection of prejudices acquired by age 18. When I examine myself and my methods of thought, I come to the conclusion that the gift of fantasy has meant more to me than any talent for abstract, positive thinking. Information is not knowledge. If I were to remain silent, I'd be guilty of complicity.